M0FXB, ICOM 2820 and RT Systems at a bargain price because I got 10% off. Going back, and I really like the D-Star calculator part because it puts in all the reflectors. It will use your nearest call sign to add everything you need. So that's probably the #1 reason I like it. But then you can add all your memory channels, and you can copy and paste from other radios that you may have with RT Systems. So that's going to help, you know, if you've got lots of repeaters and memories and gateways that you want to just copy and paste into this one, you can do it. Also, once the radio is programmed, you can use the ICOM software, which I do have just here. It's totally blank. Now, what I will do though is I'll read from the radio after I programmed it with RT Systems, and I'll put the file that I save into my ICOM 2820 Facebook page and probably on M6LSJ as well, just for people that want to have it. You can get the CS2820 for free now if you have a little search around. So you will need a special cable to read from this radio. If you look here, I've removed the head unit, and you'll see where it plugs in there, just here. Okay, sorry, that's not too clear. Interestingly, the GPS antenna plugs in just here. It's like a push-in antenna, which I've lost. I bought something that I think will work on Amazon, and we'll be making a video on that. So once the cable is connected to your PC, you'll get a COM port. So if you go down to the Windows blue squares, right click, device manager, and I'm doing this for the first time on RT Systems, so we'll learn together. COM45 I've got there, imports, and we haven't read from the radio, but we have opened the RT Systems software. So let's I don't really want to read. Let me see if I can just write to it with a blank copy, because I actually want to start blank. So we're going to go communications, send data to radio, and then it will say enter your call sign. So it looks like it's going to put that in for us straight away. M0FXB. Click OK, and it says communication, get that from radio before attempt. It's saying that we have to read first. Okay, fair enough. So let's do the read then. We'll go up here. You can hit these. Where is it? Communicate. I'll just go get data from radio. Turn the radio off. Add the cable. Turn the radio on. Click OK. Okay. Let's just do settings first. Communication, COM port. Put in 45, there it is there. Click OK, and now we're going to read communications, get data from radio, and I have put a couple of bits in there using the radio. I've made videos of that. So there it goes. Reading, you see that the radio says clone out. So why get one of these, you know, when there's so many modern ones around? Well, it's a beautiful dual band radio that receives air band, marine band really well. You can pick them up for, really, if you're patient, about 250 to 300 pound tops, and it works as an amazing dual bander. You can actually take out the D-Star unit inside, sell it for £100 if you don't do D-Star. But it's a lovely radio, but it isn't the older style of D-Star, but that's a good thing because it really teaches you how D-Star works. So okay, we've read the radio. If we click the first tab at the very bottom here, it's called memories, and we only got 2 things in there. Limit memories. This is more used for scanning. Okay, and you can change those parameters. VFO A, VFO B. So a couple of basics in there. Call channel and GPS memories completely blank. So I'm going to go straight to memories. Add some local memories in there. Just clicking here underneath the first one by using they call it external data. So you go file, then external data, and then I'm going to go to repeater book, like so. Now we're in the United Kingdom. So what are we interested in? Well, I am actually interested in the 6 because it will receive, I'm pretty sure it receives that. The 2, the 70. No, it won't do 4 meters. FM. Yeah, we're not interested in any digital. Of course we are. D-Star. And we might as well put them in there, although we're going to use what they call the D-Star calculator soon. Western-super-Mare, 20 miles. Maybe should we go a bit further, I would say. I'd say 40. Click OK. And look, it finds all these. Now, you might find this list too long, okay? I'm not sure how clear you can see that list, but there's a whole list there. And we can sort of customize this list. So what I might do actually is remove the D-Star at the moment, because it was a bit long. But see, there's many in there for 50 megs. No, there's only a few in there, so I'll leave that in there. And 420, 144. I think now it gives us the option here to sort them out. I think I'll just leave it the way it's done it. Okay, and move my radio away here, and we've got things in Western, around the Bristol area. Yeah, all near me. So I'm definitely going to use that. So what I'm going to do is click on the bottom one like that, go up, and I'm going to right click and go copy. Go back to the beginning where it says memory channels tab here. Go to number 2, which is just underneath. Right click where it says 2 and go paste. So suddenly we've added all these repeaters in. I wonder if I can remove these gaps. Can I go cut? No. I'm sure there's a way. Move down, insert channel, delete channel. Should we do that? Yeah, that's it. That moved the gap. So hit it, the gap, right click, and I did delete channel. Delete channel, but you can do a lot more with this. The thing about any software, so while I'm here, I'm going to add in my node at the top here, which is like a hubnet box I've got here. Yeah, definitely think about getting yourself a node 434.550. It transmits in analog. It's simplex, and the tone on that one is, let me think now, is 77. Hit the tone mode here, which I'm going to use a tone, and then look, it highlights at the top, and we're going in yellow, and we're going to go 77 because that's something I use all the time. And we've got lots of repeaters here, but just to make sure, I'm going to put in the one that I also use a lot, which is 430.925 GB3 FI. That does have an offset shift of 7.600. So fast forward if it gets a bit boring. 7.6. Missed that one. That we need to select here that it's a plus, and then here we can do 7.6. I know that RT systems try and make this as easy for you as possible. And again, that one is actually a tone. So you do have to use a tone to open a repeater, and it's 77. So I recommend you watch Karen's videos. I find them to be excellent. Just want to put the name in there because we've got the frequencies in I just want to get the name in. And Karen, if you ever watch my videos, hi. So here, like so. GB3FI for that one. And I am learning. Remember that. The thing about me, I'm not a teacher. I'm actually a learner. Just happen to have the camera on. Right. So I'm happy with that for my sort of normal memory channels. Now I'm going to go across and go to what they call the D-Star calculator, just up here. And I've got the ICOM 7100 and the 705, and this works in a very similar way for all the radios. I'm actually quite surprised that this also works so well with an older radio like the I've got the 880, which I'll be making videos on soon, but this is the 2820. There's a lot of people have got these radios, and there's not much software out there for them, so I actually recommend you get something like RT Systems. But anyway, we can close that repeater but search, by the way. We're going to go D-Star calculator. Now, I'm not going to look at these columns until we've done the calculator. So go right down to D-Star calculator and hit it. And you get this window. And I don't know how it did it, but RT Systems put in maybe it knows my location, my GB7 CD, which is definitely the nearest repeater to me, which I can access. And it's also even got my let's have a look here, my hotspot frequency in there, which I don't even know how it knew that. We're going to tick the I am going to tick this little box here. So hotspot setup, look, as well. Do we have to tick that? And I'm going to click complete the repeater 1 and 2, and it's put it in there. M0FXB, B and G. And remember, if you use a hotspot, you will need to make sure you're using the B. But generally you do, but some people, if they use more than one hotspot, they won't. Then we're going to go here, and it says here route to repeater. So I'm just going to click United Kingdom, and that's found 89. But yeah, which is excellent, isn't it? And that's going to fill my radio up, which is what I want it to do. And then we can delete stuff. And see here, it's put in all the talk, echo, and the status, all those shortcuts that you would use for getting information, for unlinking, for having an echo test. It's put them all in there for you. Now my favorite reflectors, so let's add a couple. So reflector 1 Charlie, of course, reflector 30 Charlie, and remember you want the C, reflector 30 Charlie, 030, I'm trying to find that, I can't actually see it. There it is there. It's called wide area linked repeaters, so C. And then you've got loads more. Let's add a couple more that I never use. Wales and the West Country. Just picking out some. It doesn't have to be UK, does it really? So I'm just going to pick a couple at random now. So 1 Charlie. I do tend to use 12 Charlie for testing quite a lot. Thanks 12 Charlie, the Papa system. That's quite a big system. Then we've got London, England here. Let's add a couple more. Come on then. See if there's anything in the USA. Australia, let's add that one in. And of course you can add these manually on your radio. Here's a Washington one here. Right, and then I'm going to go apply. And it's added 8 repeaters for the reflectors there. And 89 repeaters there. And I click apply and then close. So now we're just going to write all that to the radio. But before we do, let's go to the settings tab. We can look at our D-star columns now. Hopefully that will show more now. Yeah, it does look. See that? It's a lot, isn't it? But it's got all the frequencies in there of my hotspot. I don't have to put that in there. And D-star settings. I haven't touched this. Automatically inserts call signs entered into memory channels. So there's an important one. There's some call signs here that have been added. Repeater, your call signs. So I could add, you know, like I've got a friend called M6LSJ. Now, if you need to put in any letters and B's and that, I'm not sure. But at the moment, my call sign is there. DPRS. Okay, I don't even know what that is, so I have to learn more about that. I've heard of it, but don't really know. And your call signs, sometimes you can use, like, I'm pretty sure you can use XLX. So we just go XLX 477B, which is HubNet. We'll try that one out. There's one called GB7WB. We'll just add that in for now. And we'll learn more about the whole text messaging thing. So I think we've pretty much populated it. Let's go to radio menu settings. And we can choose if we want the screen to stay on ETC. So auto dimmer, backlight brightness, and the color change, channel name. Well, let's turn channel name on, I think. On. Why not? On. I'm just putting stuff on. Display and then operation logo. Everything's ticked anyway. Bright. And ALC attenuator. You get to see everything this radio's got in it, and there's a lot. Subband beep, subband mute, scope, yeah, mic function. I've got the antenna coming later, the GPS antenna, that'll be interesting. Right band settings, RF power as well, display settings, GPS set mode. So we will come back to that. DTMF, I'll put my favorite one in there, which is, these are like for memories, which is star 341522, and I'll put in star 3 for disconnect. I use that on my node, star 73 actually for disconnect. You've got some there. We've done that one already. Close. Right, let's write that to the radio. So we're going to go, just make sure we haven't missed anything. Oh yeah, there's a big help thing here. Look at this. Let's just say you want a memory channel help. Click that, and then it starts to, you know, almost teach you. So if we go GPS memories, you have help there. Go back, we go D-star settings. Very detailed help there. Go back. So again, if you're not really sure what you're doing, regular memory channels, look. Limit memories, this is the scan edges. You can, when you put it into scanning the sort of presets, you can say when it starts and finishes. Remember, this radio does airband, yeah? So I'll just quickly go back to memories, because I do listen to airband a lot. So here's the, I'm not going to do the limit memories now. I wonder if I can put in an airband one there. That would be nice. So I go 1, 2, 5. I'm just going to put that in for now, because that's, and then we'll choose AM. And that's like a scan. I've never actually used it in this way. I normally just type it in. And if we go back to my memory, my favorite one is memory. Oh, cool. My God, we've got a lot there. Let's go. I'm just noticing that the memories that we added earlier aren't here. So did it overwrite them when I did that? So what I'll do, I'll just quickly do another repeater search. So file, external, repeater book search, just do exactly the same one. I'm just going to untick D-star this time. Click OK. Grab that file. Remember, we just went to the bottom and went like that. Right click, copy back to the untitled. Go to the bottom here and then right click paste, because I do want them. And remember, we just, to get rid of those gaps, we just went delete. But I'm getting, see where I'm getting more, you know, more used to this now. There you go. Delete. And did it see the way you can actually insert? And you can copy and paste the whole lot, you know. You don't have to do one channel at a time. Delete. So now we've got all these ones been put in as well. I'm just going to write it, because otherwise we'll be here all day. So we're going to go send data to radio. On the right page. And same process, make sure your cable's in. And you can actually buy a cheaper cable in the UK for about £10, you know. I've got the OPC 2350 that I've actually used that on my ICOM 7100 and my ID51. There is actually a program out there where you can convert these kind of channels from your ID51 to your 2820. But I'm pretty sure I've got the RT systems for my 51, so I could literally copy that. So I'm waffling up. Anyway, it goes into the radio, and then let's have a look what's on the actual radio for real usage. So it says clone end. So we'll turn it on and off. On. And it's booted up straight away with those first few favorites. But look, it's got all the names in there. It has actually put in all those links there via my hotspot. But let's just go to the memory channels that I decided to add. And they were from 102. Cool. Oh, it's a lot of channels. There it is there. Look. So there's my hubnet. We've got the Western-super-Mare repeater there as well. Cheddar, look. That's my GB3FI I'm seeing there. Hopefully you can hear that. It's working great. And if I go to the sub one, I've got all my channels there. So we've completely loaded up this radio now. So let's go into just D-stop, just to hotspot mode. So I'm going to turn all the way back, and I can see my hotspot frequency in there. And I'm going to find Reflector 30, which is channel number 99. And I do have my hotspot here. I'm just going to key up and see if it connects. So we do need to have the right frequency for that. I hear it beeping. When it beeped, then that was GB7 Sierra Whiskey. But if we're going to go on A band a minute, which is Reflector 30C, let's just try that. We're getting a beep. We don't know if we're connecting, but we're definitely getting a beep. I've noticed the one thing it didn't put in, maybe it was my mistake. It didn't put in the minus shift that you have to have a 0 shift even when it's hotspots. All down here it says simplex there where it says offset. That should have been on minus or plus, and then you put the offset frequency as 0. So that's my mistake. And you can see here, if we go to D-Star calculator, it actually gives you the option hotspot, and look, minus there. I'm just going to apply that and just make sure that it's put in the correct shift. We've done that. We chose a United Kingdom. We've ticked all these items here. Repeater channel name, call sign or location. GB7CD, that's our source. Minus shift there. Frequency. Minus, and then we're going to go apply, and then I'm going to write that to the, close that, and now write that to our radio. Send data to radio. Click OK. Doing that now. Okay, that's gone in, and then turn it off. Turn it back on. Hopefully, we've got a shift there now. So yeah, if we go down here, we do need to delete the older ones, but that's easy to do. If we go down here, 433, we've now got a minus shift. And I put my hotspot there in the background. I've selected the one with the channel with the minus shift, and as soon as I key the mic now, it just works. M0 FXB connect, and then we do have to just go to press the F, CS, and then hit secure so that we can talk to people, or you can create a channel that's called secure. So let's give it a go and see if I can get someone, then we'll end the video. M0 FXB calling for a contact, Mike 0 Foxtrot X-Ray Bravo. If anyone comes through. No joy. Let's try HubNet, shall we? HubNet, which is on the B band. Okay, that's just a normal analog channel. We need to press the main here. Mike 0 Fox X-Ray Bravo calling for a contact. Hopefully you hear that beep. So give it a go. You know, like, this is just an overview, me learning. You got the basics there, and the RT System software pretty much works in the same way for most D-Star radios. More complex, I would say, with the more modern ones. When I say complex, there's more you can do. And it's always just learning. It's never blame the equipment, never blame the software. You know, the software's rubbish, the radio's rubbish. No, it's literally just work hard, learn, enjoy. Or if you want to just keep it really simple and just type in the frequency, which you can with this, with the 2820, fine. Type in the frequency, and then when you hit the button here, and it says CS, we'll get there in the end. Oh, you have to be on the digital side, so just flick it across. It says CS here. You can put in all the settings yourself, and you can see they're all there. These are the sort of D-star settings that you need to put in for a hotspot, where you have your call when you're just talking, you have your call sign at the bottom, and then M0FXB and then G. And you know, I've made lots of videos about how you can program this radio without using any software. And so briefly, what I'll do, I'll just quickly going to save now. I'll save this file. I'm going to put it on my Facebook page. So we'll go File, Save, and then let's put it somewhere on my documents for now. Programmer. Where can we save that? Documents, and then we'll call it 2820RT. Save, and I'm going to open up the ICOM software, and I'm going to go COM port. It's actually 45. Click OK. I'm going to read from the radio, and it's reading, so that way I can put what I've just made and save that file and put it onto the Facebook page. So look up ICOM 2820 Facebook page that I've literally just created, because there's not much help out there that's very specific to this radio, but I feel like we actually do need help. I couldn't find any files, and if anyone has got any files, please put them on that Facebook page or email them to me. M0FXB at outlook.com, M0FXB at outlook.com, so I can load it and then I can just tweak it. So we'll have a look at this software once it's loaded. So yeah, look at this. As soon as I go in, everything is there. Wow. So I'll have a little play. What's the D-star stuff? My call, your call. There's a few that I added. Repeater call. It's all there. The only thing I think looked different was if you look at those first channels. Oh, it's listed 5 kilohertz, is it? Shift, but it's not. And that was the ones that I got wrong. We go to the correct one. Well, that's interesting, because this page only goes to 99 channels with the original. So has it put it into bank B, has it? Let me have a look. Yes, it does. It automatically puts it into bank B. So there it is there. So these ones have got these are the correct ones. Look, I can see them there. All the different reflectors, the right shift, the zero shift. So I'm going to tweak it around, get rid of the ones that I, messed up. And then I'm going to add these files. There you go. There's someone there. Then I'm going to add these files into the Facebook page. And as I make more files, I'll have more. It's a bit loud. Thanks for watching. Great fun learning. Thanks to Karen. Thanks to RT Systems. 7-3 for now.